Hello everyone and welcome, and yes, I'm going to give you guys my tips to war pets right now. What you guys and what I am going to be doing hopefully to maximize this new mechanic, because I do kind of a unique perspective on it. I do look at it kind of like grinding something in a game, something like World of Warcraft or Lost Ark, where you do need to be kind of proficient in the way you approach things. So we're going to go over all of that information today, so stick around for war pets and how you can actually get ahead of the game before a lot of other players who are not paying attention to this guide. Hello, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily videos with me, MrSneakyy. And yes, we're going to be going over what I'm going to give you my tips and tricks about these war pets. Some things you're going to need to know, and then the actual nitty gritty stuff, what you should be doing on a daily basis here to get the best out of your account right now. While things are, to be honest, they are kind of rough. Let's be honest, they are rough, you know. They're not the greatest things in the game right now to grind. It's pretty hard. So let's try and maximize what we can, and maybe in the future, if they update things, we will be in a much better spot. And if not, we've still got the right amount of mindsets that we can in the future still work with it. So that's why I'm making this video for you guys. So war pets, how are you going to do this? So you can see here we get 10 slots. So you can buy slots with gems, right? So this is one thing I'm going to say. In the start, what you should be doing as a free-to-play player is trying to open up these slots. You only need technically 7 or 8 slots, because you can fit 7 guys in here. So you can see this is the maximum amount of pets in your storage or sanctuary zone. But in this, you can have, as you can see for me, I can have up to 10, right? So I have basically 3 extra slots over the limit. And the reason why I have that is pretty simple. It's the method and the madness on how I am tackling this mechanic, right? Which we will go over. But I'm straight away going to advise you to do the same if you can. Get 10 slots and you're going to be good, right? Then what you guys need to know is pretty simple. You need to keep your 7 pets always out, and the 7 pets you want out are basically going to be the 7 pets you want to work on. So these might be, you know, even if you're going to run 2 different Phaedrakes, put them both in here, you're going to get that daily affection which you need at the very top. And by getting that affection and cleaning up the mess, which does only spawn once a day, so make sure you've done it early on and then you're done, you're going to be able to claim gifts. So as you can see, we've got over 100 here, and I'm going to try and see what a 10 times does for the first time on my account, because we've been hitting the 1 times and it's been okay, but we've been able to get certain skills, and certain players have even hit 3-star skills from this chest, even with a 1 opening, right? So I'm hoping this times 10 is going to be a really good value. And then from here, we're going to go and transition into what this opening can do for your account. So you're going to be grinding this affection, like I said, with those 7 pets, and then you're going to be popping the button. Here we go, we've popped it, and we gain a bunch of food, which is good. And then we gained 1 regen pot, but we did get hitbacks. It's a physical counterattack damage base skill. Really good for actually pets for the infantry class. So if you're looking for something where you want to deal a bunch of counterattack damage back, even potentially, even archers, this could be a really good one, because whenever you do, you're going to be hitting back with this effect. So really cool thing. The only thing I do want to tell you guys, and I hope in the future they might change it, is the resources. I don't care. I kind of wish this was either food or just regen pots, or even more skills, right? Just so we had the ability to get them. So it was an okay opening, right? It's not the best, just to show though that was 100 cost. So we've got that in the bank right now. So what we can do is technically look at some of the pets, right? So we have our Phaedrake here, and with that food, you're going to be saving it for now. You're going to save it until you find a pet that you actually want, like this Snow Peak Rock, and then you're going to feed it to the legendary pets later on. So don't use all your food yet. You might just need to chill out. I know you guys want to get affection level 2. You'll get that within a couple of days. Honestly, just hit this little button and clean up the mess, and you'll get this done within a day or 2, right? my frost bear caught yesterday. So you can see this is done. So now we've got all that covered. What is my strategy now? So we've got this really good premise, I hope you understand. We've got our 7 main pets, but we're always recycling now the affection and cleaning to gain the affection for our draws. That's going to allow us to get, again, extra skills, regeneration pots that you're going to stack, and then you're going to be able to get, again, some extra resources, but who cares about the resources, right? So what do you do from here? So what you want to do as a player, and if you're in Season 1 Plus, this is a really good one for you right now. But when it comes into Season 2, it's a bit of a hard one. But what you want to do is go into your policies, and obviously you're going to try and unlock administrative excellence as fast as possible. This will grant you eventually 5 captures a day, and that is when you as a free-to-play player can actually start grinding really, really well. Because what you want to do is pretty simple. So you're going to go to your pet sanctuary, and then you might have no pets, so this might not apply to you at first, but once you've got your pets, set up your 7 pets you're going to use, right? Then once you've done that, what you're going to do is pretty simple. You're going to zoom out, and then, for example, if I was working on a Berserker Phaedrake, or maybe the Sapphire Phaedrake, right, like the series is doing right now, and I need some good Phaedrakes to basically inherit and get rid of these skills potentially, or I might find a really good Phaedrake and I can just release this guy for the skills, which is what this mechanic is all about. So what we're going to do is basically, you know, you would go around and you press F, you would find these Phaedrakes. So there's one right here, level 15, and if I had a warrant available, because I don't, I'd be able to go and capture this guy, right? And this would be a really good Phaedrake potentially for my account. So once I've captured that Phaedrake, what I would be doing is pretty simple. I would then go into my menu and look at the abilities. So the most recent thing I've caught was this Sand Lizard, and I actually really like the Sand Lizard, so I've kept it in my bank at the moment to use later. So what you would then do is go and capture another pet and another pet. So like, for example, this Frost Bear, I'm not gonna lie, isn't the greatest one, you know? We could technically get rid of the Frost Bear, put the Sand Lizard in the taming, and what we want to do with these pets that we don't want, honestly, release those pets. The more pets per day that you can release and actually get out of, as you can see here, you're gonna potentially get the skill for that boy. So you're gonna keep doing this all the way through to get those skills. However, when you are capturing certain pets do have some special abilities. Like, you know, you can get Ice Core. If you're using the Berserker Phaedrake, one of them is Arrogance, right? So you're looking for Arrogance on the Berserker Phaedrake, or the Golden Rock needs Exuberance. So if you can get one of these starting skills like Exuberance for your pet, that is a pet you will be keeping for the foreseeable future. Because what you will be doing then is basically either releasing that pet to get that skill, hopefully, for your maybe better Golden Rock you've got here, or you might release this Golden Rock to try and get these 2 skills to put on that Golden Rock you just caught with Exuberance, right? So you always need to prioritize when you are putting these guys in here. Like you can see, I've got concentration here for my Snow Peak Rock. I am trying to make sure I've got everything here for it. So when we go to skills now, I could go down to the bottom and potentially get something like the Forceful version of it, or go for something which is like Hit Back, or we could go for, you know, a different skill basically on this, which will increase the amount of damage we can be putting into it. So like this super fierce attack, right? If we have fierce attack on our March, so we can get this pretty simply. I think it's up here as one of these normal attacks, but you can get this fierce attack here. And if you have this on your pet, and then later on you found a pet with the super fierce attack here, you could potentially release this pet for this skill for free and then try and learn it onto your main pet. And by doing that, you're gonna build up over time a very either good war pet layout, so you're gonna have loads of different pets with some decent skills that you can actually use, where you've got 2 different slots that are really good for them. Or you're gonna have the other option, which is what I think a lot of players should be doing, and that is when you get these skills, and you can see now in my little storage zone here, we've got 3 of them. I would try and get 16. And once you've got 16 filled, you will then do the following. You would then look through all of these skills for the worst ones that you don't like, and then you start to either sell them as you capture a new pet so that skill can replace that slot, or you should save them all. And by saving them all, what you will be doing is pretty simple, and you can imagine it, it's the end of the whole, you know, area of this war pet mechanic. It's this area, the big auction house. At the moment, we only have, as you can see, the AI version of these things. So you can see the buybacks at 40 and 40, but you can imagine when this goes to player, so when everyone has the ability to trade with each other properly, this is where the costs are going to be changed, right? So you could potentially be making a massive amount of profit, because, for example, certain skills, you know, if you're looking for like the price from high to low, and we go to the very top, scroll back up. If you look at some of these top skills, these are 14,000. But imagine if you had a 3-star skill. I wonder how much that's going to cost, right? And these are 2-star skills at 14k in the shop. But this price, if people are buying them, might increase, right? Because this is more popular as a thing. So this is going to go to 15, 16, 17k. And because of that, you are profiting by saving those skills to potentially sell in the player-to-player market. Just remember, it's not in the game yet, and it will be coming hopefully soon to all of you, right? So that is what I'm going to basically say. I'm going to summarize it right now, because I know it was quite a lot to take in for the video. I've got it timestamped for you guys so you can go back, but the general gist is pretty simple. You're going to get 10 slots in here, so you can have up to 10 pets. Then you're going to be working on basically 7 pets that you actually want. And then using the next 3 slots here, you're going to be either putting new pets in there to sell or use as inherit tokens. And then you'll be hoarding and saving those skills to sell in the player-to-player market. However, if you find the secret talent like concentration, or arrogance, or pain bloom, for example, all these very powerful skills that can only be found by capturing that war pet, that is going to be your go-to pet. That's one that you should start investing into and start hitting all of your regeneration pots to try and get it to a place which is really, really good, right? So that is the whole summary on the strategy for you guys. And the last little bit I'm going to cover for the ending of the video for all of you guys that have watched it all the way to the end and have not clicked off, what I'm going to suggest is a really good way and a good strategy to manage your regeneration pots. Yes. So what we're going to do is a pretty simple strat. We are either going to be doing one of 2 things. We're going to be farming as many gems as possible from our gem mines, and as well as from killing potentially patrols where you get some extra gems, you know, eventually popped into this area, as well as your VIP or your alliance chest. Any gems from that you're going to want to keep, and try and keep a mental record if you can of how much gems you've earned, because what you want to do is pretty simple. To get a load of regeneration pots, go to your VIP store. I'm not going to lie, go to the store, and for 60% off at the moment, you can spend 40 gems to get these. So for 800 gems, you get 20 potions, and this is on a weekly basis. So you could farm 1,000 gems, you know, get this farmed from gem mining, and then all your behemoth events or any events you've been participating, those gems would be allocated for your lucky spin wheels, right? And what you would do then with these 20 regeneration pots is pretty simple. You would go to one of your war pets here, and when you go to them and you like one of the war pets that you have, for example, let's say the golden Phaedrake here, you would then go to the regenerate, and as you can see we have 21 pots. What you would then do is use 11 of these pots, or potentially just 10, it's up to you. 10 is basically half of the amount of pots you've bought and you're gonna save. And the reason why you're saving those 10 is for, like I said, when you hit a really good war pet, then over time, you know, because this is going to be a long grindy mechanic, and I'm going to be honest with you, and by doing this you might have 60-70 pots saved up over 7 weeks worth of buying these regeneration pots for 20 and only spending 10. Because again, every time you release a pet, guys, or opening those claim gifts, you can gain potentially 1 extra regeneration pot. So you could even use those as extra spins potentially, or save them and only use 10. So it's a really good little tip for you guys for a little bit of management on those regeneration pots. At the moment, that is the best way for me, as I can say, to you to earn them. You're going to be earning them through those gem spending in the VIP store, or through the claim gifts, releasing pets, as well as the main quest line. That's basically the current setup we can see in Season 2 on the war pet scene. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was a really good one. I hope you've learned something, and maybe you might adopt the same strategy of, you know, taking your time, grinding this out, and basically stocking up on all the skills and regeneration pots to go hard and go home basically on 1 or 2 pets later down the line when you roll a really good pet from capturing it. So thank you for watching, guys. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content with me, MrSneakyy. I'm here every single day giving you Call of Dragons content. And I know we've been blasting the war pets out, but honestly, it's the most complicated and new mechanic introduced into the game of Call of Dragons, and it's the one that I and you guys are learning alongside each other every single day. So thank you for watching, thank you for the support, guys, and until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky, peace out.